Manchester United 2, Tottenham 0, and this is Manchester United, people. 4 wins in a row. We've not won 4 games in a row since Erik ten Hag in 2024, 2 years ago. Kobbie Mainoo, absolutely incredible today. Fantastic performance. Not just the assist, but the way he controlled the ball was so crucial in the build-up to the second goal. I think there was times we were being a bit complacent with the ball at 1-0 up, maybe underestimating Tottenham, and I was worried we were going to make a silly mistake, and Mainoo was just calming it down, and a phenomenal performance from him. Bruno Fernandes getting his goal contribution as always. 12 goal contributions in the last 9 games for Bruno. 200 goal contributions for Manchester United. Lisandro Martinez with some prime Barcelona-esque passing out from the back. Maguire bullying Solanke. Dalot looking like a good player again. And Mbeumo getting the goals. Cunha doing his job. Casemiro fantastic. And this is Manchester United. This is what Manchester United is about. We're 1-0 up against 10 men, and Carrick is asking us to go and make it 2-0. Ruben Amorim would have sat back and tried to defend the 1-0 lead. In fact, Ruben Amorim wouldn't even have attacked 10 men, as we saw versus Everton. But Manchester United went, and we pretty much dominated Tottenham. It was frustrating maybe not to score more. I mean, Sesko could have made it 3-0 just at the end there, and that would have been Bruno's assist, because we need Bruno to break that record. But we were very dominant. We were all over Spurs. And this was Manchester United. Of course, the red card helped us. We started the first 10 minutes really well. And then there was a 10-minute spell where Spurs grew into the game, got a bit of control. And then, Gallagher had a half chance. And then Romero got sent off. And that massively helped us, massively shifted the way that the game went. But a lot of people have been saying, Man United only beat Arsenal and City because they could park the bus and not have a lot of the ball. Let's see what Carrick does when Man United have a lot of the ball. Let's see what Carrick does. But we've beat Fulham when we beat Tottenham. So even when we've had a lot of the ball, and yes, it's 10 men Tottenham, well, we broke them down in the end. Yes, set pieces, bit of brilliance, but we were the better team. And this is Manchester United. Michael Carrick plays more attacking football, plays a back four, and already has as many clean sheets as Ruben Amorim this season, because Michael Carrick didn't ignore the midfield. He didn't ignore the midfield. He didn't be really stubborn and stick to his system like Ruben Amorim that wasn't working. Michael Carrick is playing our players to their strength. 4 wins in a row, 2 clean sheets in 4 games under Carrick, 12 goal contributions in 9 games for Bruno. Mainoo elite, Shaw, Maguire, Mainoo could be in that World Cup squad. Lisandro was fantastic, Maguire was fantastic, Dalot was fantastic, Casemiro was fantastic, Cunha with some lovely flicks, winning fouls, and Mbeumo fantastic goal. This is Manchester United. This is Manchester United. Kobbie Mainoo coming off to a standing ovation. I need to have a bit of a passionate rant here. I was losing my mind under Ruben Amorim. And it wasn't just because he was ignoring Kobbie Mainoo, because I see people tweeting online, Aiden Heaven and Lenny Yoro haven't got a chance, and then Michael Carrick. And these fans who complain again about Mainoo aren't complaining about Aiden Heaven and Lenny Yoro. That's because Lisandro Martinez and Maguire have been fantastic and we're winning games. The reason I was ranting about Mainoo not getting a chance is because we had a 32% win rate under Amorim. We were not winning games, and the midfield was constantly an issue. The midfield was getting bypassed. The Bournemouth game, the 4-4 under Amorim, was one of the most exciting games of the season, but half those goals we conceded is because the midfield got bypassed. I said, just move Bruno further up, play Mainoo with Casemiro. If Amorim could adapt his midfield, get a bit more balance in the team, maybe we'd look better. Shut up, Alice, shut up, Alice. Mainoo's rubbish. Amorim's system worked at Sporting. Shut up, Alice, shut up, Alice. No, Amorim was stubborn. Amorim ignoring Mainoo was his biggest mistake. Amorim made many mistakes. He had Dalot as a wing-back and asked Dalot to be one of our most forward-thinking players and hold the width. All of a sudden, now Dalot doesn't have to hold the width and be one of our most forward-thinking players. It could be a traditional right-back. Dalot has gone from looking like a donkey to looking like a good player. Lisandro Martinez and Maguire solid in that back four. We play a back four, we look better defensively. Shock. The midfield, we have more control of games. Agate he would bring on over Mainoo half the time, and Agate kept giving the ball away. Mainoo was controlling the ball. There was times where we were giving the ball away stupidly, and Mainoo was there to control the ball. You play Bruno further up the pitch. You, instead of ignoring the midfield and giving it no balance and letting teams run for our midfield time and time again, you have a bit more of a compact midfield three. Michael Carrick has come in. He's seen the talent that our squad has. Some of the football, the flicks, the tricks, the bonus, the football we were playing was brilliant. But Michael Carrick knows this is a good team. This team would probably be better in this kind of system and plays to our strengths. The best managers in football play to their players' strengths. If Ruben Amorim's system was a bit hit and miss, but he had a 60% win rate, okay, stick with your system. But you stuck with a system with a 32% win rate that lost to Tottenham 4 times last season. Man United fans aren't crying about Lena Yoro and Aiden Heaven getting no minutes because we're winning games and the centre-backs are great. We were losing games and the midfield was a consistent issue for a year last year. This is Manchester United. Kobbie Mainoo was Manchester United today. This guy has got so much slander, so much slack. People have started pretending he's an awful player. Kobbie Mainoo is a fantastic player. Amorim wanted him gone for 40 million and would have brought in Gallagher for 35 million. Criminal. We build round talent. He was phenomenal today. His ability to control the ball under high pressure, to keep things calm. We needed that because we got complacent. I honestly thought Spurs were going to make it 1-1 through one of our mistakes. Mainoo, I cannot wait to watch a Mainoo come later. Incredible. 94% pass accuracy, 95 touches, 24 carries, 4 ball recoveries, 4 chances created, 4 attempted take-ons, 2 successful take-ons, 2 fouls, 1 assist. It is like a January signing, as Statman Dave says here. It is like a January signing. Oh, who's this Mainoo guy? Where's he been all season? He looks really good. Oh, do you know where he's been all season? On the bench. Whereas Bruno has been asked to play deeper. Whereas Dalot has been asked to stretch the width and be one of our most attacking, forward-thinking players. And then we wonder why Dalot misses so many opportunities and why we rage. Dalot in a back 4. Oh, he doesn't look like a donkey anymore. Oh, Man United's midfield looks so much more compact. Oh, we have 2 clean sheets in 4 games compared to 2 clean sheets in 17 games under Amorim. Maybe because, not 17, 21 games. Amorim played 17 more games than Carrick this season and they have the same amount of clean sheets because Michael Carrick gave us a compact midfield. It's simple. Look, we might lose to West Ham. I'm not saying that Carrick's going to win every game. The wheels might fall off. But we're seeing here 4 wins in a row. We've not seen that all season. We're, 3 points off City. We're seeing football. We're seeing Manchester United. We're seeing the Manchester United DNA. Some of our own fan base were laughing at the Man United DNA. The Man United DNA is to attack, is to try and win. We're 1-0 up. Carrick wants us to go 2-0 up. That is the Manchester United DNA. Bruno Fernandes, is Manchester United DNA. It is attacking football. It is taking risks. It is making things happen. Look, I don't know if Bruno meant that goal or not, but if he meant that goal, then that's a fantastic finish. Look, the guy put it on a plate for Sesko in the last kick of the game, and that would have been his assist, which is so annoying. But Bruno Fernandes was fantastic. Again, I don't think he was heavily involved in the first half, but in the second half, he was running the show. He was creating chances. He was making things happen left, right, and centre. He is a fantastic player. Casemiro leaving Manchester United is going to be a huge loss. Casemiro was phenomenal today. Casemiro leaving Manchester United is going to be a huge loss. He's going to be hard to replace. I don't even think Anderson and Baleba can fill those boots to an extent. I am worried because of Casemiro's leadership. We need Champions League football because I think if we get Champions League football and we play like we are right now, Bruno will stay. We cannot lose Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro in the same window. There was fans having a go at me at the beginning of the season when Bruno had a couple of stinkers saying, Alice, it's your fault. You wanted Bruno to stay when we could have sold him and got Baleba. It's mad. I got slander in my YouTube comments because I wanted Bruno Fernandes to stay at the club and not cash in on him in the summer. I got slander for it. I got slander because I thought that Amorim was stupid not paying Kobbie Mainoo. But we see Bruno Fernandes' talent. We see Kobbie Mainoo's talent. The amount of slander I got for saying we shouldn't sell Bruno. Because fans are reactionary when Bruno had 2 poor games at the start of the season, when Bruno's a liability, asked to play deeper in Amorim's system. Man United needs to do everything they can to keep Bruno Fernandes. He is a world-class player. Bruno Fernandes should win PFA Player of the Season. He probably won't because Arsenal are going to walk away with the league and it will go to Declan Rice because of English bias. But if it's based off the best individual, it's Bruno Fernandes. Arsenal were the best team. Gabriel's great. Declan Rice is great. But if we're going off the best individual, PFA Player of the Year needs to go to Bruno Fernandes. It has to go to Bruno Fernandes. He should have got another assist today. It just has to. Kevin De Bruyne won PFA Player of the Season in years Man City didn't win the league. It has to go to Bruno. If it doesn't go to Bruno, it's because of pretty privilege. It's because of English bias. He is the best player in the Premier League. Michael Carrick, 7 games unbeaten. And they're not easy games. For today's probably his easiest game because Fulham were in 7th when we played them. Not easy games. Look at Michael Carrick's record as Manchester United manager. That is phenomenal. I'm not saying give Carrick the job. I'm not having any conversations about Carrick getting the job until at the end of April. I think if we get Champions League football, we can have a conversation about it. But things become very different when Carrick's permanent manager, because he will then have to replace Casemiro. He'll then have to choose which players he doesn't want. Will he get rid of Sefka? Will he get rid of Xerxes? That is the issues that come in. And also, we'll play 2 games a week next season, most likely, which will make his job harder. But he's doing a fantastic job, and I hope this continues. And we will have a conversation in April if this continues, if Carrick should get it. This was the lineup. I thought Le Mans was good. Didn't have loads to do. I thought Delot was fantastic. I thought Maguire and Martinez were fantastic. I thought Luke Shaw was solid. Mainoo was incredible. I thought Mainoo was man of the match for me. And Mbeumo, I actually don't think was brilliant, but he scored a goal, and that's all he needed to do. I thought Cunha was better than Mbeumo today, actually, but Mbeumo got his goal. Ama was lively. But yeah, like, everyone played well. All greens, all positives. You know, this is Manchester United. 4 wins in a row, winning games, and one guy might be about to get a haircut. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching. Bye.